It's May 21st, 2020, and we're waiting for 16R to come around the corner. This is Lost Footage Part 5, where we take footage that didn't make the final cut and put it up onto YouTube to be officially documented. However, for a disclaimer, this is not my best camera work, as it was over 4 years ago. On this train here, Dash 9 9444 is now scrapped and rebuilt as an AC-44 C6M. The next day on the 22nd, 30T came south with 6 locomotives, 3 of them being from Canadian National. This will be a common sight throughout the video. The last unit in the last shop, Canadian National C40-8 2003, has quite the history behind it. It started out life as Chicago and Northwestern 8514. In 1995, Union Pacific would acquire the Chicago Northwestern, where the 8514 would become Union Pacific C40-8 9026. In 2011, the 9026 was sold off to CREX and became their 9026. However, that wouldn't last long, as in 2013, Canadian National, in the mix of a power crisis, bought up former C40-8s from CREX. The 9026 would officially receive its 3rd ever road number, becoming Canadian National 2003. It was extremely rare to see Dash 8s running on the main line back in 2020, and in 2024, they're even more rare. In 2020, we were lucky enough to have Pan Am Dash 8s running around. However, in 2024, they hardly make it down this far. This train here is featured with rarities and things you can't see anymore. Let's talk about the elephant in the room, or the big noticeable thing on this train. NS 8025, the Monongahela, was trailing second of 2. The Monongahela is no stranger to this channel. However, this was special, as this was my first time seeing the Monongahela Heritage Unit. Now, what about the things you can't see anymore, or hear anymore for that matter? This train is symboled as NS-23K, running from AR, Massachusetts to Chicago, Illinois. Sound familiar? It should be, because in 2024, this train is the exact same thing as NS Train 265. Pre the summer of 2022, the northbound intermodal train from Chicago, Illinois to AR, Massachusetts was 22K, and the southbound run from AR, Massachusetts to Chicago, Illinois was 23K. But in the summer of 2022, the 22K symbol was changed to 264 and the 23K symbol was changed to 265, as NS was undergoing a re-symbolization program during that time. One thing that you can't see anymore, but it can happen, is only 2 units without an SD60E. In November 2021, the SD60E reign of terror came to the D&H as the MBTA had authorized SCS PTC. This special PTC box could only fit on the SD60Es and none of the other engines, and they are the only engines allowed to lead on the MBTA system from Norfolk Southern. Jumping to June 6, Norfolk Southern train 30T came to a stop in Bainbridge due to a broken knuckle. The train had just broken a knuckle north of town, and it came to an emergency stop right in the heart of the village of Bainbridge. On that day, 30T was here for almost 4 hours trying to fix the broken knuckle. Luckily, they had a spare, and they got the train moving, albeit at 10 miles per hour. More Canadian National units up front. Luckily, on June 11th, 2020, this 30T had a way better time at it and had 3 Canadian National SD75Is for power. And the Canadian National Power just kept on coming that week on 30T. And just when it seemed like Canadian National was completely taking over the railway here on the D&H, Norfolk Southern reminded us who the true owners were on this day's 30T. I hope you enjoyed Lost Footage Part 5. Thanks for watching. We'll see you around the bend. God bless. We'll see you in the next video.